You don't have to be stagnant. You have to push at every point. You have to take sacrifices for your business. The best way to grow a business is to take sacrifices. There are points in your business that you know this is what I need to do to grow, but then you're scared of taking that bold step. So if this is the kind of video you would like to see, please make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, make sure to comment. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It is your best girl, Becky Bex. It's been weeks, it's been days, and I've missed you guys so much. So guys, guess what? On today's video, we will be talking about business. So lately, a lot of persons have been in my DM asking me how to go about costing in their businesses. And I noticed that 80% of the questions I get on my DM are more about costing. So I said, okay, let me do you guys a favor and bring it here on my YouTube channel. So just concentrate very well and trust me, you're going to take home one or two very vital points. So one thing we need to understand as business persons is that before starting up a business, you should know how to cost your business, because costing is very vital in every business. Now, when I started, I also had issues with costing, but with time, as years passed, I understood better how to go about costing my business. So one thing I would like to tell you guys is that in everything you are doing, being a business person, one thing you should have in mind is that you are there to make profits. That is one very important thing you need to know. You are there to make profits. You're doing this thing to make profit and not losses. So for the mere fact that you're doing your business and you're not seeing any profit, then you should stop and re-strategize. That is how it works. Stop and re-strategize. So if you are going the wrong route in your business and you're not making profit, please stop and re-strategize. So first off, anything you are selling, any cost you make out of that product you're about to sell should be added to your product price. That is one thing you need to know. Even if it's transportation, as little as 100 naira should be added to your sales price. You know, okay, like me now, I'm making, I do Smallchops, I do sandwiches, Parfait, I sell lots of edibles. So I wouldn't say because I spent just 50 naira, then I'm going to take it off. No, I'm going to add it in whatever calculations I'm making. So if you're making Smallchops now, making samosa and spring roll. Now let me say if you're making samosa and spring roll for 50% and you spent 10,000 naira. Now when I mean 10,000 naira, I mean cost of everything you bought. This is not an accounting pattern. This is not a professional costing video, but this is how I cost mine. It's one of the easiest way to go about it. A layman understanding on how to cost on how to cost your business. So yeah, when I say 10,000 naira for Smallchops, I mean transportation, I mean cost of flour, cost of meat, cost of vegetables, and whatever you're going to be making your Smallchops with, and it amounts to 10,000 naira. Now when you want to sell that Smallchops, like personally, I sell in small packs and I sell in large quantities. So let me say I'm selling in small packs, and that small packs, I spend 10,000 naira to make 10 of that packs, 10 of that small packs. Now what I do is this. Okay, let me show you my product. Let me show you the things I use in making my Smallchops. Okay, so yeah, some of the items I use in doing my business. So this is my bag. This is a customized nylon bag. This is my sellotape. I use this for packaging as well. These are my stickers. This is like a delivery sticker showing the name of the customer and all. Then my business sticker for Parfait. This is my cup. Now this is my this is the carton I use for my Smallchops. Now in costing your business, now this is a spoon. See how packaged it is. Now why am I showing you guys all this? In costing your business, we have pork, we have samosa, we have spring roll, we have sauce. I also use sausage. I have either chicken or beef. What else? Okay, these are like things in Smallchops. Now, like sometimes they might buy this one for, I might sell a box of this for 2.5. I have my price list. I have different prices. I have the one of 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4,000 naira, 5,000 naira, and upwards. So in each prices, let's work with 1.5. Let's work with my 1.5 package. So what I do is I cost my puff. If I'm selling 6 for 500 naira, it stays that way. 6 for 500 naira. Now, don't forget it's 1.5 package. So let's say 6 for 500 naira. My chicken or beef can be, since chicken is expensive, I can use beef for that package. Let's say my beef is 300 naira. That is how much, 800. Now, samosa and spring roll, you check how much you spend for these things. Mind you, samosa is now more expensive than spring roll because of the beef you put in it. Unlike the spring roll that you just add your vegetables, and maybe if you want to go further, you can add any form of protein. But my samosa is more expensive than my spring roll because of the beef in it. So what I do is, what you do is you cost your samosa and you cost your spring roll. If you want to sell your samosa for 200 naira, that's fine. If you want to sell it for 150, that's fine. If you want to sell it for 250, 300, some persons sell it for 300, 250. It depends on how much you spend and how much you want to make. Another thing you should remember is that it also depends on your client base. What kind of customers do you have? There's some customers that will price the samosa 100 naira. There's some customers that will price the samosa 150. Some will even go as well as buying 300 naira. So you check your client base and charge your product. Another thing you should know is the more your packaging, the more your cost should be, because these things are expensive. It is different from using a regular disposable pack than using this. So if you're using this, obviously your prices should go high because you need to pay for these things. Now, a vendor that uses a plain bag is different from I that use a customized one, because a plain bag is more cheaper, is more affordable than a customized bag. I pay for these bags to be customized, so that way I also put it in my charge. Now this bag I buy a certain quantity for like 15,000 naira. Now what I do is, when I'm selling this 1.5 package, I also include the money for this bag. I might say, okay, since I might check the quantity of the bag I'm using and then decide to charge this for 50 naira. For every package, every product I'm selling that goes with this bag, the customer pays 50 naira for this. It's either 50 or 100. Customizing this is not cheap, so it's either 50 or 100. So I put this in my charge. I put this as well in my charge because making your stickers are also not cheap. I might also put this for 15 naira. So these are the things you're going to cost. You're going to involve in your costing before knowing how much you're selling a particular thing. So I'm putting this for 15 naira. If I'm also putting this because I use this at times for some customers. So this 15 naira. This my box goes for 200, 250 because it's a bit expensive, and you know packaging differs. If you want your packaging to be top notch, you go for high standard, high quality packaging materials. Now if you look very well, you'll see that it has a bag, it has serviette, and it has spoon in it. This is for my Parfait. I charge this too. I charge this for like 100 naira because I buy this bag, I buy serviette, and I buy spoon. So I just sum up 100 naira and put it in my costing. This is I also add this for 15 naira. So I'm trying to let you know that even the smallest things, I even add my toothpick, 100 20 naira or 15 naira. Then this serviette inside, I can just put it for 20 naira. That is how costing is. That is how deep costing is. Do not neglect anything. Don't say, this is just cup. This is just cup. Let me just leave it. No. If it times 15 naira times 1 month, 31 days, and I'm sure you do your recordings every month end, or I do my recordings every month end. Okay, so if you neglect this little one, imagine 50 times a month, 31 days, the sum total of that is what you're losing every month. So that is how intense costing is. Do not neglect any part of it. Charge for everything. Business because you want to make profit here. So cost everything. That's how costing is. So what I do is I sum up all these packaging things and get a total of it. Let me say, since I was mostly calling 15 naira for everything, so 15 naira times 5 of these packaging things is 250. Then my Smallchops box is about 250. So that's like 500 has gone only for packaging. Then I have 1,000 naira left, right? So that 1,000 naira left is what I'm going to manage. So is what I'm going to manage to make that 1.5 chops. So I can put 1 samosa, 1 spring roll, puff, and beef for 1.5, just to be in that 1.5 range. Now, if I'm going for the one of 3,000 naira, because it's 3,000 naira, so if I put my packaging 500, my puff 500, samosa and spring roll might be 2,2, chicken might be 700, 1,000, 1.5, depending on how much or the size you want to use for that particular box. So you do all those calculations and ascertain your prices. That is how it works. Now for Parfait that I make, for Smallchops, I also cost my sauce. Tomatoes and pepper is not easy. It's not getting tomatoes and pepper, oil, granite oil and all for your sauce for Smallchops is not cheap. They don't dash it in the market. So that little sauce I'm adding to this cup, I sell for 100 naira. The sauce I'm putting inside is 50. The container is 50, 100 naira. So I calculate that too. When I do all those things, I now start costing my Smallchops business. You get it, right? So put in everything in your production, in making your Smallchops. You're going to put in light, fridge, your electricity. You're going to calculate your electricity. You might just calculate a fraction of it. Your gas. Well, are you not using gas for your Smallchops? Who is going to pay for that one? At the end of the month, who is going to fill your gas? You. So you're going to put that. At the end of the month, who is going to recharge your light? You. Well, except you don't pay for light, then good for you. But I pay for light almost every 2 days. So I calculate all those things. I do not want to make any loss in any. I do not want to make losses in any form. That electricity, gas, transportation, even if it's 20 naira that they charge me, I will throw it inside there and make my money. That's how it works. For my Parfait, just the same way. I calculate my cup, my spoon, my serviette, the bag, my yogurt, my apple, coconut, strawberry, kiwi, all of that. I just give them a fraction, calculate it, and I sell. That is how this costing thing works. That's how it works. Now at the end of the month, you do your calculations. If you're the type that keep records, it's actually very good to keep records, but it is good to keep records because it tracks your sales by the end of the month. Now if you're the type that pay workers like I pay my staff, I also pay myself. I pay myself, because you cannot just go and be jumping into your business money. You're not going to grow. You're not going to grow. One business tip: the best way to grow is to buy things in bulk. I know, for small business owners, I'm also a small business owner, but there's a point I'm pushing to get to. So the best way is to buy things in bulk. That way you make more profit. But if you don't have money to buy things in bulk, no problem. At every level there are things you buy in bulk. It mustn't be one bag of flour. it could be a rubber instead of a cup. You get? So you're a small business doesn't mean you're small to a finishing point, So at least you can afford a rubber of sugar or a rubber of flour. As time progresses, as the business progresses, you can go into buying a bag, you can go into buying in liters and oil. If you buy your groundnut oil, you can go into buying in liters. There was a point I was in my business where I just buy oil in sachet. But as the business progresses, you also have to grow with it. You don't have to be stagnant. You have to push at every point. You have to take sacrifices for your business. The best way to grow a business is to take sacrifices. There are points in your business that this is what I need to do to grow, but I'm just scared of doing it. This is where I'm going to get my limelight. That is the end of the tunnel, but then you're scared of taking that bold step. In a business, see, as I am, there are a lot of things I am scared of doing. That's what I'm telling you, because I know that is where I will hit that jackpot, but I am scared. So we have to fight that. You have to fight that feeling. That is the devil talking. That is the devil trying to keep you in a particular place in your business. But trust me, once you take that baby step in your business, it is going to move a step forward. So that is it. That is the thing about costing. That is the thing about growing your business. So you keep your records. So at the end of the month, you know what you're paying your staff. You know what you're paying yourself. You know what you're paying your business. Hope you pay your business as well. So you're working for 3 persons in your business. You're working for your staff. That is, if you have a staff. If you're working alone, fine. You're working for your staff. You're working for yourself, and you're working for your business. So before the month end, you should know that, oh my goodness, what have I sold this month? I am going to pay my staff. I am going to pay myself. I am going to pay my business. That is it. So that is it about costing. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned a thing or two, even if you did not learn anything now, even if you know everything I've just said, or even if you feel I'm wrong, because I know I'm not wrong, because it works for my business. I'm just sharing what works for my business with you. So just please like this video, subscribe to this video, subscribe to my channel, so I'll know these are the kind of videos you guys want to be watching. And if you have any recommendation, you can as well drop. I'll go through them and see the ones I can do ASAP, or the ones I can do there are some videos that a lot of persons are recommending, but I will do them later. So this one is a person recommended video, if there's a word like that. So that's why I'm dropping this for you guys. So those persons that were on my DM, I hope you learned a thing or two from this. You can drop your questions and I will see them and answer. Drop a comment. Do you like this video? What do you understand? What do you want to add? If you're an entrepreneur that has gotten to a higher level, you can as well teach us one or two. Drop in my comment section so that those persons that want to learn will see. Thank you so much for watching. Please always stop by to watch my videos. See you in my next video. Bye.